myself.
For real?
Yeah. Like, I literally didn't even fucking play one fucking snap my senior year. They just timed my 40 and like my height and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was getting fucking.
I know you're supposed to be
recruiting letters and shit.
I know you'd be killing football, bro.
Yeah, fuck football.
Cause where'd you get recruited from?
San Diego State.
But you played basketball.
I played hoop. The thing about it is, you feel me? Like, the reason why I went to San Diego State, because they like told me if I'm there, if I go there, I'm finna play.
Yeah.
All the other shit was like, yeah, we'll give you a scholarship, but if you get hurt, we're gonna take it away, or we don't know if you're gonna get any, how much playing time you're gonna get.
Keep it real, but I know why you went to San Diego State. Like it's nobody's. For real. Good. Because my sister went over there. It's cracking.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But so you're coaching in high school now, and we was talking about kids don't want to listen. What do you think you could do more? Because we were talking about Marty. His coaching style is way different from yours.
Yeah.
Like you be yelling at the kids, or you?
I do a little bit of both. It's like controlled yelling.
I never. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I get in their ass.
Yeah.
Right, but it's meaningful. They know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's like a teaching moment.
Yeah.
I just don't be yelling just to be yelling, and like the whole game just be yelling. Yeah. It's like yell a little bit, then stroke them a little bit.
Yeah.
Then get on them.
Because I remember you told me the kid, like some kids, they don't even. You ask them if they want to play because it seems like they get pressure from the kid from their parents to play.
Yeah.
Like so what? So what if they're like, man, I don't want to be here.
I don't force them. Yeah. I don't force them. I mean, when they come in, I think they like the team environment, the team atmosphere and shit.
Yeah.
So if they're there for that, then I'll let them.
Yeah.
But if they don't want to play, I ain't gonna force them to play.
Yeah.
And if they can't build that courage to tell their parents, then I'll be the one to be like, look, I don't think this is for your kid.
Yeah. Because I was gonna ask you too. We talked about it on a separate occasion. That's why I wanted my homie Greg over here. He was security at a middle school in SF, like supposedly one of the worst middle schools. And you're on the opposite side of the spectrum from quote unquote privileged kids. Yeah. And it's kind of like a lot of people would say like kids with money, they ain't got no problems, but everybody got problems. They're just a little bit different. But you told me something that made a lot of sense, which is they're both lacking something. You remember what you told me?
I think both sides of the spectrum, they're missing that nurturing piece. Whether you're coming from low income with no money, right, or are you coming with something with hella money? You know what I'm saying? Parents are lacking that nurturing part. Yeah. So that's why I think on both sides the kids act out. They may act out in a different way in a different situation. Yeah. But both of them are acting out trying to seek some type of attention. Yeah.
Because I talk to a lot of parents and they like try to get some input. Like the parents with money, they both might be together. Both parents are there, but it seems like they always use money to because they're always working and getting paid. So they send their kids off to whatever basketball camp or whatever. But they're lacking the discipline and the love. You told me that you're lacking the love. And my homie Greg is supposed to be here. He texted me 2 of his kids were graduating, and it was last minute. But if he didn't tell me this, I probably would have wouldn't have cut him. But he was like, these kids are graduating. I just want to show them that somebody got their back because they ain't getting the love at home. They never got a haircut. And I was like, okay. And I cut them out. I gave them the works, like just let them feel what it's like to get that service. And they were tripping, like they never got a real haircut. Yeah. But that little shit like that means a lot.
Absolutely.
Like that's why your guys' job is really important as far as kids growing. Because all the older people that I knew growing up, like I'll never forget them. Yeah. So how what is it that parents or other adults are doing, not necessarily wrong, but as far as building a relationship
How I see it, right? So you have these kids who I'll say entitled.
Yeah.
Right. They come from a background with all this money. Yeah. Right. And you would think stereotypically a kid with money or a family with money, they're living good. Yeah. They don't have no problems. Right. But the problem is you have all this money, the parents aren't there. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because the parents are working. Yeah. Parents are still, CEO, of a company, working all these hours, and it's like they hire these nannies. Yeah. The nannies to take care of the kids, right? So, for example, I had a kid, known for 4 years, and he seemed good on the outside, but it's like every so often he'll have a episode. Yeah. And mentally he was fucked, mentally screwed in the head because he didn't have that nurture, because his parents weren't there showing him love, right? Yeah. Parents had a big ass house, right? 4 stories. Yeah. Okay. And it's like they didn't even, like on a weekend, they wouldn't even see him because they're upstairs doing their thing.
In a big ass house.
And he's just downstairs, watching TV the whole time. Yeah. So they act out because they want their parents to notice them. Yeah. And if you give them a little bit of love and open up to them, right, that'll go a long way because they're not used to that. Yeah.
And I talked about this with one of my other homies that deals with kids too, like his coworkers. They'll go by the book, and he's dealing with kids, broken homes and whatnot, got hella problems outside of school, and they try to come in and try to discipline these kids and try to set down rules. It's like, well, you can't be setting no rules for kids that don't give a fuck about nothing. They already going through hella shit. But my homie, shout out to CeeLo. United Players. It's simple. You just show them some love first. You just get on their level, and then you earn their respect. Like, but like going by the book,
you can't, especially with teenagers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're crazy.
Yeah, it all comes down to trust issues. Whether you come from a fucking broken home, low income, broken home with hella money, it's trust issues. Yeah, and they don't know how to express themselves. Yeah, so if a authority figure comes in and talking about blah 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 blah, you already lost them.
Like, well, watch out.
Yeah, they're not going to listen. Too, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you come at them like keeping it real, like, look, I know you're doing this. I know you're doing that. Tell me why. Yeah. Like, why are you doing it? Yeah. How can I help you? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do to get you through it? Or what can I do to get you on the straight and narrow? Yeah. I'm not mad at you. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep doing it, this is where you're gonna be, and this is the repercussion. Yeah. So let's not go down that path.
Yeah. So how was your upbringing?
My upbringing it was good. I'm a middle class, right? Went to a private school, Catholic school. Mom worked at Kaiser, busted her ass. Yeah. Pops was a teacher. Private school, St. Paul's. I went to Reardon. Yeah. Then I went down to San Diego State, but. Even with that, I was still fucking wilding out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, my mom beat my ass, dad beat my ass. Yeah. But I always had episodes where I'm still wilding out.
Yeah. But you get that love from both of your parents?
Yeah, I got the love. But growing up, being a teenager, being in society, you gonna wild out. Yeah. But it's how when your parents check you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of brings you around and keeps you on a straight and narrow. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that your parents were both around, like they used to discipline you, but you got the love.
I got. My parents they separated when I was a freshman. Yeah. In high school, so they were there, when I was middle school. Yeah. But with that, it wasn't a fucking happy. Joy house home. Parents are parents. They're older. Yeah. They fucking fight. They fucking beef. You know what I'm saying? They go toe to toe. Yeah. And you see that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, you can't express that to anybody. Yeah. So you keep that shit in. Yeah. So that's how you kind of. I think that's for me on some of the ways I lashed out. Yeah. Was because I'm pissed off at them, because like, why the fuck you guys fighting? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I think we all been there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like growing up in teen is really awkward.
Yeah.
even if everything is all good, it's just like, dude, you have those moments. You know, you're a teenager. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah. And it's you have kids of your own.
I do.
You talk about
two kids. I got 2 kids. I got a daughter. She's 21. She's out in Utah.
Yeah.
And I got a son. He's a senior over at Reardon. Both 2 different, black and white.
Yeah.
You know, the girl, you know, she's into her shit. She, you know, knows what she want to do, you know. And my son, just like a typical boy, you know, you got to kind of help him and guide him to what, you know, figure out what he wants to do.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while too.
Yeah, he's wilding out. He's good.
Yeah, and you be bouncing too. Mm-hmm. So how often?
I don't do it anymore, but
you're not bouncing anymore?
Nah, I did it for I had a good 12-year stretch.
Okay, so give me your stickiest situation.
So it was probably a Friday night.
You bounced in the marina.
Yeah, in the marina.
Where they get white boy drunk.
White boy drunk, exactly. So at the spot where I'm at the bottom of this like little ramp. You go up this little ramp, then you go inside the bar. Yeah. Okay, wasn't that busy. And you know, there's these two white boys. One was like at the table by the door, and one was like 2 tables deep. Yeah. And the dude closest to the door comes down to me and was like, "Man, I'm letting you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker over here is just running his mouth. Yeah. You know, I might have to, you know, put some hands on him. Yeah. If you don't start running his mouth." Yeah. So I'm just like, as long as you do that shit outside, I don't give a fuck. If you do it inside, I'm going to kick you out.
Did you put hands on him or you put hands on you?
So, long story short, you know, he goes back in, and then all of a sudden I just hear this glass break, and I just hear this boom, like somebody just falls to the ground. And I kind of look, and like the people that are in the bar, there's like no reaction. Yeah. So I really wasn't tripping. Yeah. So I walk up in there, the dude that came down and said he's gonna put hands on him, he comes out, he walks outside. And then I walk in, and there's this dude laying on the floor. And he like gets up and he like chases after the dude. So they're standing outside. And
who got stretched out? Did you stretch somebody out?
No, I didn't even, at this point I didn't have to. Right. So when I went outside, I was like hearing this like water, like some water was like leaking on the floor, and I look and there was blood. And I kind of looked to the side. The dude that says he's gonna put hands on him, he had a pint glass. Yeah. And he hit the dude in his face.
What happened to him?
The dude, he cut the dude's face on his cheek, and his whole cheek was just falling off his face.
So other dude did it to him. I want to know what you did to people.
So okay, this is one time these dudes was fighting, and I went in there and tried to break it up. So I broke it up. Had one dude in front of me and one dude in the back of me, and I'm kind of trying to all by myself. I'm trying to push both of them out, and the dude behind me kept running his mouth as I'm trying to kick him out. And he kept running his mouth. And then at one point, I was just tired of him fucking yapping in my ear. Yeah. I just fucking gave him a quick little bow to the face. And that motherfucker knocked his ass out.
I know you got hella mass. So.
Yeah, just fucking hit him one time right between, on top of his lip, under his fucking nose, and just laid him out. He was knocked out for a minute.
Do you got to train for that? Or what are you legally able to do?
I mean, legally, you have to get a guard card.
Yeah, you got a guard card?
I got a guard card. Technically, you're not supposed to put hands on anybody unless you're in fear of or you feel like you're in danger.
You ever felt like that?
A few times. You know,
because I know there's, you're a big dude. Mm-hmm. What are you, 6'7"?
6'7".
6'7".
315.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of people bigger than you.
No.
But I'm sure you.
But I mean, the crazy part is like nowadays, man, you don't know who you fucking with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker can be fucking short as fuck and look weak as hell. Yeah. You know, but know how to put it down. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? It can get with you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to hoops. Like how you deal with these kids. Mm-hmm. They ever step to you?
No. Step to me like,
challenge you at least?
Challenge me? No. I
question your authority or your basketball IQ?
I've had some that questioned it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, the hardest thing is not to react. Yeah. There's one incident, I can't get into too detail about it, but this kid was upset because I didn't call a foul, and what I'm saying, he practice.
Oh yeah.
And he got up and looked at me and said some words.
Yeah.
Just because it was the heat of the moment and he was upset.
Yeah.
Other than that, we had a good relationship.
Yeah, what'd he say?
He was like, "Nigga, you a hoe."
Oh, they be saying shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the first time that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And it really took me everything in my body, not to, put my hands on him. I really had to just, what I'm saying, just take that and just keep walking out the door,
Because you know what it is being a teenager?
It is. I do.
And then your ego is like, you big as fuck. You could probably, tear his ass up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sure you deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
Or how about with the parents? So is there a big difference from, say, public school and private school?
It's a very big difference because, I deal with both when I coach club basketball.
Yeah.
I deal with the public school parents and I deal with the private school parents. The public school parents think they can do anything they want. They think they can come down to your bench and think they can get up in your face after a game and think they can challenge you.
That's a lot to deal with.
It is.
It's like, but you trying to what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, it's even worse after you might have lost the game and they want to get in your face after that.
Yeah. Like, I know we lost. Yeah.
But the entitled parents, right, feel they can, talk to you on the intellectual, basis.
On your side, on the private school side.
On the private school side, right? And kind of talk down to you like they're better than you.
Oh.
Right? Like you don't know shit.
Yeah.
But use these big words and I'm a CEO of this and and
it's basketball.
Right?
Yeah.
And if they don't get through to you, then they'll try to go above you.
Yeah. But what gives them that sense of entitlement? Is it money?
It's the money.
Money to the school or money to...
Yeah. Like, I provide this and I give this and,
So do they have a point there? Or, what if their kid sucks? But it's like, they giving them school hella money. So,
I talked to this mental coach. His name is Graham.
Plus, you're a psychology major, right?
I'm a psychology
major. We'll get back to LA,
Yes. Yeah. And I really bounce stuff off of him.
Yeah.
Okay. And he told me one time, "Are you coaching to coach to win and make a difference? Or are you just coaching to protect your job?"
Oh, so are you coaching to help these kids grow up? Or are you trying to win no matter what? Or are you just trying to keep your job? What is it?
But it's two levels.
Yeah.
When I'm coaching AAU, I'm the head coach.
Yeah.
So I'm coaching to make a difference.
Yeah.
I can give two shit less about politics.
Yeah.
Or we're getting better.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I'm the assistant coach for another school.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't have to deal with the politics.
Yeah.
So I can still coach on the background to make a difference.
Yeah.
But the head coach can only do so much because of the politics.
Yeah.
And because
so the head coach deals with all that stuff.
Because the head coach has another job in the thing.
Yeah. So what is it? That's a tough position, man. Is it for the betterment of the school, or are you really trying to treat the kids, and then money comes in? Mm-hmm. You're like, so
it's easy for me to be like, I'm coaching to make a difference.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to deal with the 100% scrutiny that the head coach deals with.
Yeah.
Because the parents come to the head coach and they don't like the answer from the head coach, they're gonna go to the principal.
Yeah.
And the principal has the head coach's back. Yeah. They're gonna be like, "Fuck you! I'm going to the president."
Yeah.
And if the president ain't got your back, then it's a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
And then that parent might get.
Yeah. So you coach AAU basketball too?
I do.
So, this is what I heard from parents and like other coaches, like to get the advantage, holding their kids back grade, and I heard it's like, I don't know if it's a big problem or it's an issue. Like, so they think to give their kid a better advantage, they hold them back. So they're a year or 2 or even 3, or even 3 years older. You know, they're supposed to be in college. They're a senior in high school. They think that's like that gives them a better advantage. Whereas another coach I know, they make a play up. But it's like, yo, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Why is that? Why do they allow that? Or are there loopholes?
There are loopholes.
Yeah.
And it all depends on who that kid is, and I look at it as what's the big picture gonna look like?
Yeah.
Okay, you holding him back now? Okay, it's good. He's dominating.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, but what's the big picture?
Yeah.
Look like? Like he's playing down, right? He's not playing against good competition.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say he does get into a good college.
Yeah.
Okay, then what? Or let's say he gets to a good college and gets hurt.
Yeah.
Is he going to get his degree or what? Now, if a kid is started school early, right, and then you want to hold him back because he's not up to par with his education.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm all for that. You know, but if you're holding a kid back and he's fucking in the 6th grade, and you want to hold him back in the, to play against younger kids to give him a better advantage, I don't really.
I mean, it's like kind of fucked up. It's cool, but yeah, like you said, what's the big picture? Like, what are the odds of your kid getting to the NBA or whatever? Like, is that what their dreams are?
I'm thinking that, but I don't think people realize the mental part of it. Let's just say your kid's in the fucking private school, right? He's in 7th grade, right? Or let's say he's in 8th grade. Okay, you're going to hold him back.
Yeah.
So you're holding him back again.
Yeah.
To repeat the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Right. That kid won't want to go to the same school because now he's with fucking these 7th graders.
Yeah.
That they knew he was supposed to graduate.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna look at him as a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Right. And then let's just say he goes to a different school. Right. Even if they're playing in the same league, people want to know like you're a dummy.
Yeah.
Because you had to repeat the 8th grade, not looking at the athletic side of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you worry about that at all? Or I know you see it, but it's like, how much can you there's only so much you can do.
It's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
And
with AAU or high school, like I heard stories, the parents be talking shit, and I go to my nephew's games. Like, I have fun, but if I'm gonna make fun of another kid, I'm gonna keep it to myself or within my circle. But I be seeing other parents like talking shit like, damn, it's just kid, like, what the fuck?
It is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like, it's really rude. I mean, I would think everybody would know better. Like, how do you deal with that too? All parents always in your ears.
The good thing is, where I coach at, we don't have that type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
But when we go to the playoffs, right, and we're playing against a public school that doesn't have structure.
Yeah.
Right. Then you kind of have to deal with, their parents in the stands and this and that. I give you an example. About 3 years ago, CCS playoff. I'm not gonna name the school we played against. Yeah. But you were probably, I think you were there. It was the fucking called the Battle of the Bay.
Yeah,
it was the school I coached playing against the public school, San Francisco. We're in the NorCal semifinals.
Yeah,
whoever wins that goes to the to the state final to this.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, right? Yeah.
And it's like it was our crowd and it was their crowd.
The other side crowd, they were lit. They had chants and like stomps and like, I'm like, damn, they got hella school spirit. Yeah, that's some shit I ain't never like experienced. I was tripping. That was tight though.
And the thing going to Reardon, right? I kind of understand what that school was going through, the chants and all that other stuff. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but our parents in our school weren't used to that, and I'll tell you the one example. We were up the whole game, right? It was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right. This was a turning point in the game.
Yeah.
We were up, I think, by 2.
Yeah.
They came down. They shot the ball. The ball went off the back of the rim and just kind of hung up there.
Yeah.
It looked like in the movie, like it was a slow motion.
Yeah.
The kid from that team came down the middle. We didn't box him out, and he probably jumped from the dotted line, caught the ball, and just fucking dunked it.
Yeah.
Right?
On the other team, right?
On the other team.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Their fucking crowd went fucking so crazy that the refs had to stop the game because they were throwing bottles on the fucking court. They were running on the court. They were fucking dancing and shit.
Yeah.
And they were just getting hyphy because at that point they went up by 2 points, and that was the turning point of the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I embrace it. I like it.
Yeah.
But.
So how do you, Mom, what was the question you had? Oh
shit! I forgot.
Like, how do you? Because your kid plays sports too.
Mm-hmm.
But is it safe to say that it's different with boys and girls? Because I heard this too at the games. Like, at the boys' games, like parents will talk shit, but the girls' games, everybody knows to keep their mouth shut because it's girls.
It all depends on how competitive
Yeah.
those two teams playing against each other.
Yeah, even with the girls, because my homie told me, he's like, everybody knows to shut the fuck up when the girls are playing. Like, nobody gonna say shit about nobody's daughter. But
I've seen it. I mean, I've seen some pretty wild and out stuff, at girls' game because it's been competitive and it's going back and forth. And again, I wouldn't say
with both parents or mothers or. As a father, I don't know what it's like to be a father, but would you be talking shit to another girl, like another man's daughter? Like,
no, but it's out there. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's crazy.
It happens. But it all starts because you don't know whose kid is who, and you're in the stands, you're chilling, you've been competitive, right? And you can all say, oh, you know what I'm saying, that chick weak as fuck, or that chick's big, or blah blah blah, and that girl's parent can be right in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can hear that, and then that's where the beef will start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, whether it's boys or girls, it's both competitive.
So you were playing hoops throughout your whole middle school, high school? Mm-hmm. You're playing
ever since third grade.
A squad, B squad, B squad,
A squad, baby. Come on, man.
So did your family come out to support, or your parents? They come out to watch you play?
I'll tell you this: fourth grade at St. Paul's, we had basketball signups.
Yeah.
All right. And I was like, fuck basketball. I ain't into basketball, whatever. Yeah. Right? Came home. My boy, Hondro, was in the house. He's my neighbor in the same school. Mom making us lunch after school. She said, how's your day? And he's like, oh, we had basketball signups.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh. He's like, did you sign up? She's like, yeah, I signed up. And he was like, Jamal didn't. Yeah. He didn't sign up. He said he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
And my mom looked at me. He's like, what you mean you're not playing? I'm like, no, I ain't playing basketball. She fucking picked my ass up, grabbed me by my shirt, dragged me to the fucking car, drove me back down to the school and signed me up for basketball.
Damn, moms don't play.
Don't play.
Don't play.
And that's all she wrote.
I know. What you doing? You ain't trying to play hoops? How big were you? How big were you?
Shit, in the fourth grade, I was 5'5".
Yeah. In middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Like how big is your son right now? He's big, but
he's 6'4".
6'4".
6'4".
So in high school, did they come out to support, or your friends, family, watch you play?
Yeah, they did. They did.
What if they weren't there? Or are you there? Will you see like your kids are balling, but their family's not there?
Mm-hmm.
Or what I'm asking is like, how big of a part does it play? When your family's there to support you.
I believe it plays a big part if that family knows how to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
If the family is making more of a ruckus, than actual support, that kid will not play up to his potential.
Yeah. Because when I go to the games, I'll be staying in my lane. Like, I'm cracking jokes, talking shit, but I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody else's kid. I want to see my kid play. Mm-hmm. But I see it everywhere. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And parents get into it all the time.
And I've had to tell parents on my club team, like, man, just cool it. Let me do the coaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stop coaching from the stands. Let me do the coaching, because all you're doing is making it worse for your kid.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and you're a parent, so it's like how, like, it's so hard for them to fall back. Why? Because it's their kid, and I won't know what that feels like, because but.
And I think it's harder for me.
Yeah.
Because I wear two hats. Yeah. When I'm watching my son, I have a coach's hat.
Yeah.
And I have a daddy hat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're in a tough spot. So what? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have to feel for where he's at, for me to know what hat to put on. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be fucking fired up because this motherfucker might have been lazy or to miss a shot or did some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to put my coach's hat on. I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
And then when I do that, you just lose them.
Yeah.
At that point, I ain't trying to, like, fuck you, Dad. I'm not trying to hear that.
Now, I watched him play a couple games, and I was like, dude, like the physical advantage from, like, he could use some help.
Absolutely.
But we talked about it. I was like, the kids don't want to listen to shit. I'm like, look, Dad played Division I college basketball. But of course he ain't trying to listen to you. How hard is that? Like, it's like, come on.
It's very hard. But you kind of it took a few years to just realize, like, dude, I'm here.
Yeah.
If you want the help, I'm here. I can't keep continuing trying to force myself upon you. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna enjoy it so much. Yeah. But the skill might not be behind it, and then you're gonna realize, oh, now I know what the fuck my dad was talking about.
Yeah.
So that hurts. But but still, I gotta put my daddy hat on and continue to support him on what he does. Yeah.
And they won't realize it till they're like much later. No. Even when I was watching, your son a couple of games, I was hot. I was like, but what the fuck is you? You know what I mean? Like, you big as fuck, just like your dad. Like, what is like, what is going on here? Yeah. I was really mad, Yeah. But then I can only imagine how it makes you feel. Yeah. And it's like, oh, that. So.
And the crazy part is, like, me coaching for all these years, I know all these different coaches, and I know his coach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And his coach kind of reaches out to me and be like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, you're his coach, man. You gotta, you have to fix that. I can't get in the middle of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think it frustrates my son more because his coach would be like, your dad is a coach. Yeah. Your dad played here. Your dad knows what he's doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need help with. Yeah. Reach out. But teenagers nowadays aren't like teenagers.
The last person they want to go to is their dad. Exactly. Or their parents.
Exactly.
Like, we all been there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and the crazy part is, like you said, they ain't gonna realize it until he's older. Yeah. And that's when the regret is gonna sink in and be like, fuck. Yeah. If I just fucking listened, but it's a learning experience.
Do you regret not sticking with football?
I do. Yeah. I do. I think about it all the time. I'm like, fuck. Real? I'm like, fuck, I could have.
Yeah.
What if the. Yeah.
You ran a 4.5 too, right?
4.5.
How fast is that? Because what's the average for your dad for a defensive end? I could see you being maybe a center.
You a fullback?
No, yeah, I was defensive end, tight end. Okay. Yeah. Defensive end, tight end. For that position, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Is it?
At that position, yes. So but I grew up with basketball. Yeah. My brother was a football player. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I played basketball starting in 3rd grade all the way up. I didn't play football. Didn't even touch a football. Yeah. I might threw it around, but nothing organized.
Yeah, but you told me in the tryouts you was throwing people around.
Until freshman year. So my football career was this. Freshman year, went out for fucking tryouts, and I was just fucking knocking people over, dragging people down, so on and so forth, right? First incident, practice, I had my football pants had fucking a hole in the crotch. Yeah. Went out there to practice, got in a 3-point stance. Every time I got in a 3-point stance, my pants fucking split open. Right? Yeah. Halfway through the practice, ass all out, had a big ass hole from the fucking balls all the way up to the ass crack. Yeah. Right? Instead of giving me new football pants, the fucking coach thought it was funny when I was in the 3-point stance to throw footballs in my bare ass. Yeah. I'm like, whatever, fuck that, right?
Yeah.
So I still pushed through it. Second incident, a couple weeks later, I didn't turn in some homework, so I had detention. It was hot as fuck. You know, back in the day when my hair was long, I put fucking Carrier lotion to curl my shit up. Right, I was late, didn't wash the shit out. It was fucking hot. I was sweating. The lotion was coming in my fucking eyes, burning my shit. And I fucking took my helmet off and tried to fucking wash my face. Yeah. And the fucking coaches got fucking heated and had me doing fucking hella up downs and again throwing footballs at me. And I'm like, fuck yo.
This was at San Diego State, right?
No, this is at Reardon.
Oh, really?
This is at Reardon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. All right, so then fucking, you know, as I, you know, my fucking senior year, I try to go out again. Yeah. Right, was that fucking practice. I thought I was a shit. You know, dropped back, fucking got like interception. Tried to run that shit back like I was fucking cool. Yeah. And one other fucking lineman just fucking drilled me right in my fucking chest. Ball went flying, helmet came flying off. Yeah. Knocked the wind out of me. And again, I'm like,
yeah. No, I know how that feels like though, because I played for you. Yeah, I played football with Greg. He's supposed to be here.
Okay.
And yeah. That shit, it feels good, but it hurts for some reason. But
and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, if I see somebody big as you, as soon as I see Dog Pal, like I'll pinch the shit out of you. Yeah. Like that's what we be doing. Exactly. Like that's all I can do.
Yeah.
But going back to like your childhood, is it safe to say like you had growing up? Not saying an advantage, but you were lucky, fortunate to have both parents that had your back. So now that you see, with kids and single parent homes, or like separate parents, or all that other shit, like how do you look? How do you look at that? Looking at them, because I look at it like I know what they're going through, but even with you or everybody else, just because both of your parents are together, doesn't mean you ain't got no problems.
Absolutely. You just have to, tread lightly and see where they might need your help. Yeah. You have to indirectly help them without them even knowing that you're trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? You might need to like stroke this kid a little bit more because his fucking mom's going through it and his pop's not around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he doesn't have anybody to look up to. He doesn't have a mentor. He doesn't have a role model. Yeah. So you're gonna treat this kid differently, or this kid, who parents are there, who has money but not there mentally. They're there physically but not there mentally. Yeah. Right, you kind of just have to talk to them more, to get them to try to express how they feeling.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, when you like sense a problem with one of your kids, one of the players, do you try to get in it and get personal and try to help them out, or do you just try to like stay in your lane and just be a coach, or do you try to help them?
Because I think you're more than a coach.
Yeah,
you are.
Like, exactly. This kid's gonna remember you forever.
Forever. When they see you after high school, they still call you coach.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That probably means a lot.
And it does. It does when these kids come back and call you coach and want to chop it up with you and shit like that. But you kind of have to just observe the situation. Like, bottom line is something like on the not as much AAU level, but on the high school level. Yeah. So some of these kids are with you more than their school teacher. Yeah. And more than they are with their family during the season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of look up to you as not just their coach, but as that parent figure.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt with a situation where you feel like one of your players was going through something and you helped them out?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's
every year. You want to talk about that?
That's every year.
Yeah. Without saying the name, you want to talk about it? Like he was going through some shit, and you could tell it was affecting his game, and you were like, "What's up?" Like you pulled him to the side, like, "What's up? What's wrong? Like, what's going on?"
I had a kid who was 6'8", and he was a stud athlete. He had brothers who were studs, played lacrosse, and all went to D1 school, and he was the youngest. But I noticed every time he messed up, he was just so hard on himself, right? And he couldn't bounce back. And it'll be just little things, like if he missed a shot, right? And it's kind of one of those things is you have to pull him aside. It was like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, why do you act this way when you do something so small, and you really blown it out of proportion, like it's the end of the world? Like, what's going on? And he was like, at first he didn't even realize what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, man, I called a play for you. You missed it.
Yeah.
Right. And you basically kind of boo-hooed for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, something's up, because, it wasn't like a championship game. It was just a regular game. Like, something's up.
Yeah.
Of course, it didn't take the first time me sitting him down for him to open up. Right. But eventually, I guess when he felt that he can trust me, and he can open up to me, it's one of those things where he felt the pressure. He was the youngest of four, and his parents were always on him, and he wanted to be successful for his parents.
Yeah, for his parents.
And when he felt like if he wasn't, he was a failure. And that fucking life was over.
That's probably a big issue with a lot of these kids.
A lot of these kids are scared to fail.
Yeah, because of their parents.
Because of parents, because of social media.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, social media is a fucking bitch now with these kids coming up.
Yeah.
Like, they won't do certain things because they're afraid they might be on somebody's meme or somebody's Instagram looking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I can't say that, it's wrong for them. It's just the times that are in. Like,
That's
there's a lot more pressure. And so I was going to ask you, why did you go to college? Why did you get a psychology major?
Psychology.
Because when I went to college for a year, I didn't know what the hell. I was like, dude, I'm just, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But, I look at people that graduate college, like, how the fuck did you do? That shit takes a lot of work and some direction.
It does, but I was fortunate because, me playing sports.
Yeah.
At that level.
Yeah.
You have so many people looking at you and watching you. You can't fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me, I think the structure I had in high school, as far as the discipline, going to a private school, all boys, right, kind of set me up to where I couldn't fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you took advantage of it.
But you took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And this dude told me when I was a senior, it was just like, you have a blessing of playing sports.
Yeah.
So let the sports, get you through to get your education.
Yeah.
Use that to get your education.
So I ask you, why did your mom drag you out of school? Like, no, you play basketball. Was it because she had aspirations for you to go to NBA, or was it just like, yo, you need to get active, just fucking
you gotta
do
get
something?
active? She was not thinking about the NBA.
Yeah, she was like, get your ass,
you gotta start doing something. I was even though I was 5'5", I was still chubby as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lazy, eating up everything in the house. Like, no, man, you gotta get active. You ain't gonna sit here and be lazy and just fucking get hella fat.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, a lot of parents pressure their kids, to play sports or whatever, because, aspirations to, be one of them that make it. And I'll talk about this with my homie. I'll tell you know my nephew. I'm not gonna say no names, but the reason why he presses him to go to sports is to get a free education, like to live that college, live that college life that he didn't get to live, And he was saying just use basketball, to not to get to NBA, because you probably ain't gonna make it. Keep it real, but at least get an education out of it and live that college life. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Nowadays, you kind of have to have some type of paper to get some bread.
Yeah.
If you don't have that paper,
you think so? Do you though? Even at times when
certain things are what you want to do. I mean, you can be creative and start your own hustle, and and all that. That's great, right? But nowadays, like if you start a job, right, and you like the job, and you're good at it, okay, and you want to move up within that company, at some point you're going to top off because you don't have that piece of paper that they require.
Okay. Is it safe to say you're a psychology major, right?
Yep.
And every time I talk to people that go to college and study psychology, they think they know everything. They try to dissect people. They try to dissect me. I'm like, well, you know, there's some things that just don't go by the book. And I don't think, you know, just by knowing you all these years, I don't think you had to, you know, go to college to you know, to know how people's minds work. Like you're just.
I enjoyed psychology, not because of dissecting somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
That's not me. I did it for my own. Yeah. For my own personal, you know, vendetta of like find out who I am, find out how the brain works, find out how other people think. Yeah. So you know how to communicate. With them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Dissecting people is not me. Even though if I sit there and observe for a little bit, I can kind of get a little bit, but you really can't dissect.
Yeah, you're not out there to do that, but you're a people person. Like you get on with everybody, but. Yeah, I feel like some people try to use that, you know, education against people. Like, you know, like. Yeah. There's hella times
but that shit is fake. That shit is really fake, and you really can't dissect who that person really is. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
There's some things you can't go by the book.
Exactly.
They be trying to go by the book of me. I'm like, you don't know me. No. I'm better than you.
Exactly.
Just because you think you've been, you know. But.
I got a quick question. So, like, today is like the kids, they're only getting better. Like, talent-wise, they're raw as fuck. But they got all the talent, but they ain't got no discipline. And you deal with that. What you got to say to those kids that got all the talent but no discipline?
You only can go so far.
Okay.
You only can go so far. Everybody's going to love you, right? Until you get hurt.
Oh, for sure.
And then the real people who got your back, you'll see.
That must be tough.
Come out.
When you the shit, especially in high school, you get injured, like, dude, you ain't shit. It is hard to realize that when you're that young.
But I gave him an example. We had this kid. He was one of the best point guards in the city his senior year. Yeah. He was 5'7", 5'8". Motherfucker can dribble like no other. He was a good teammate. Got his teammates involved. He had a good shot. He knew how to get to the basket. He had everything. Yeah. Okay. Come senior year, season's over, he wasn't getting the offers that he wanted. Yeah. Right? He finally got an offer to go to back then, Pac-10 school up north. And when he got there, he was like the third string. Yeah. Right? Because there were people, right, who were 6'1", 6'2", doing the same goddamn thing he was doing.
It must be hard to realize, when you're a teenager, you're like, hold on, bud. I am the one. Like, I was a starter. Like, not.
And then especially going away from the city to another place where nobody knows who you are and who gives a fuck. Who you are. You're not in the city. You're not in the city, man. You're here. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so that's humbling.
Yeah. This was good. This was great, though.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
But to wrap this up, I got this from the great Candace Owens. If you got 1 minute, if you got the whole world's attention, look at the camera, what you got to say to them? 1 minute. If you got the whole world's attention, everybody's listening, and you're like, man, let's see what Big Maul got to say to us.
Basically, stay true to yourself and be real and be who you are. Don't let anyone tell you different or stir you different. You know who you are inside. You know who you are mentally. So be who you are and be what you want to be, and don't stop until you get there. Might not be easy, but you put in that hard work, you can do and be anything you want to be.
Hard work, dedication.
Yep.
Thank you, Ma. That was great.
Thank you.
That was
great.
Thank you. So we're going this. What's your shit?
What's my shit?
What's your shit?
Man, I want to do Be Legit. I'm so international.
Oh, my cash. 18 million
international. There we go. OuttaPocketLive episode 21 with Big Maul. So that's some real shit. We out here. Be legit. What? Legit. International. We out.